Uh, well, hello guys and gals of the internet, so gals of YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch TV. And I was really hoping that this video was going to be a showcase of the changes to the setup and pretty much the building and completion of, in particular, Time Lady's PC and the changes to the setup that went around that. Now, for all intents and purposes, Time Lady's PC is done, and the setup has changed. The setup is very different now, but we're not going to show that today because, as you can tell by this video, this is recorded by my tablet, so it's garbage quality, which means there's bad news. I am going to boot up a game right now, and I'm going to let you guys listen to what the PC does when we boot this up. So let's do that in a minute. I'll just put it here. Wait for it. Hasn't even booted up the game yet. And it's already doing it. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah. That is a faulty cooler. The cooler is faulty. Now, it's quite funny because I had this exact problem back in 2015, and I think it was around Mortal Kombat X time, and the computer went actually offline around sometime after that. It was around August, September time, back in 2015. I actually have channel updates on the channel for you to view if you ever want to see that. Now, at the time, we didn't really know what it was. But when my uncle eventually came over, we discovered that the water pump had actually broke, and to replace it. I have a feeling that that noise for me is very familiar, and it turns out that that actually is the case again. And weirdly enough, this PC was built just yesterday. So ain't that some shit? It's really unfortunate. That is just the worst luck, guys. It really is. I mean, god damn it. Am I destined to just have coolers break on me? I mean, seriously. The funny thing is, that's a master cooler, which is the same one as Time Lady has. So mine was a faulty piece of crap that my uncle got, and he's particularly pissed about it, and I don't blame him. He got robbed there basically because someone sent him a faulty fucking water cooler. So thanks for that for the seller. Thank you very much. So yeah, it happens, guys. It's not my uncle's fault. You know, it was fresh out of the box. Put it in. I mean, it was funny because it actually did that when we first installed the cooler and looked at the settings, and the temperature was already at 50%. So the uncle actually the thing was, if he took it out and he said, well, if it does that again after I repaste it and everything, then we'll just put the old one back in. And then the old one, it was put in back in, and it was showing normal temperatures. There was still a noise there, but I figured it was just breaking it in and embedding and everything. But this has gone on for more than a day now, so it's obviously a bigger issue that we just couldn't get to in time. I mean, he left yesterday. It's major unfortunate. You could only be here for a day. You know, he has a 4-hour drive here. Then he builds 2 tables, 2 PCs, a chair, and he's knackered. And, you know, he's got to go back home to go to sleep and then go back to work. Now, this is actually fortunate that he's found this now, because he's obviously coming again in about 3 weeks or so. And he's already got us 2 different coolers to replace them. We've actually put 50 quid towards 2 different coolers. It's the ZXT Kraken cooler, which is very compatible with our new cases, because we got HGT, ZT. No, I don't know the name. NXT. That's it. Something like that. NZT. That's it. Mine's an I, and Lady Time is the original one. Well, the first one, and then mine's the I. We thought that the I meant intelligence in the thing, and that's what the fans were doing. But as you can probably still even hear now, it's still doing it. I mean, I'm on the title screen of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and it's still doing it. So, I mean, it's just such bad luck because the case is awesome and everything else is working fine. No, I have to have a faulty cooler. God damn it! I mean, God, am I not destined for coolers? The coolers don't like me. But like I said, it's fortunate. It's not a big of a deal because, the uncle's coming again in 3 weeks and we got decent coolers coming. So we've put money towards that and it'll be down in about 3 weeks to do that. So, yeah, it's fortunate at least. The uncle bought the second cooler for Tom Lady because he was worried about that cooler would go off eventually and do the same thing. So that, it was better just to get new coolers for us both and get that sorted. But all intents and purposes, it's the same PC. It's just unfortunate that we didn't realise that this was actually a faulty cooler. We thought it was just embedding and burning up the paste and everything and it would be fine. But as you can still hear, it's not great. And that's a bigger issue, which is unfortunate. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means I can still use it, kind of. I can still use it to game and to stream and stuff. But if the thing is, I will probably still stream with it, and I will still play games. For the video on YouTube side, obviously, if this turns into a big issue where, let's say for example, this turns into a really big issue through, say, the next gaming project PC, which would be Batman Telltale Series Season 1. Imagine I'm halfway through Episode 2 and the PC, the stuff in it gets so hot that the computer just shuts down, because that's what it would do. I was notified I could still use it, and if worst comes to the worst, it'll get so hot and it'll just shut down. Imagine if I do that during a playthrough video. I've lost that entire thing. So I'd have to restart the game from the start anyway if I lost all those files. So YouTube is offline again because of PC issues, but it's not that bad. Jurassic Park Telltale and Mortal Kombat X's story mode had finished. They're done. So if it was going to happen now and haven't forced me to stop uploading videos, this is a perfect time for it because I have no other videos I'm looking to do. I mean, I've obviously got FIFA to finish, but I'm probably going to wait till the setup's fully done for that because, as you can probably tell, or maybe not because of the shitty quality of this fucking tablet, yeah, it's not actually done. The setup wasn't actually done. Unfortunately, the uncle was only here for a day again, and you can imagine having to work so many hours, plus 4 hours drive here, plus 4 hours back, and again, he ran out of time. It's so unfortunate that he runs out of time to finish his stuff, but that's just it. He's got to drive 4 hours down here, then build the stuff, then put the consoles back, and then drive 4 hours back, and he's a total workhorse, and I admire him for his stamina. That was me. I'd be dead after 10 hours if I had to do that stuff. So his job's admirable what he does. But it's just so unfortunate, man. It's like, I'm gutted because he does such a great job, and then a part fails on him. So I'm more gutted for him that he does all this hard work and he does brilliantly with the set. It's brilliant setup, guys. I absolutely love it. The monitor is great, got a new webcam and all that. And it turns out that there's a faulty part in the fucking computer, and it's like, it pisses me off because it sees all his hard work kind of undone, and it just annoys me because he does such a great job. Tamla's finally got a computer, finally got a chair, finally got a table. We can finally on PC, just dual stream and sit together, playing together, and this happens. Can you imagine that shit? I mean, oh my god, it's just so unfortunate. But the unfortunate thing is that it's happened now, and he's also coming up here at the end of May, which is about 2 or 3 weeks from now. So that's fortunate. He's already got the coolers sorted. We've got 2 Kraken coolers on the way. We've just put some money for him towards those. So we've actually got those on the way. He's actually going to send them up and then fit them once he gets back here. So it's good that it's happened now and not after the second time, because the second time obviously there's going to be almost no way he can get back up with his own family commitments and his work. So it's good this happened now, and then when he can finally leave, it can actually fully work. And he'll be up here for 2 days as opposed to a few hours, so he can actually take his time and make sure everything works before he can go. So it is a good thing that it's happened now. It's just unfortunate to see all his good work not gone to waste. I can still use it, but it's just annoying because he did such a great job with all this. And it turns out there's a poorly part in the fucking computer. I mean, god damn it. I feel so sorry for him, really. I feel sorry for him than I do myself. Let's be honest. But like I said, it's fortunate because he's coming back down. And, Project PC was a good place to, stop for a bit. So there'll be no uploads because, I don't want to be partway through a playthrough and then it shuts down and I lose it. Because I hadn't had a chance to stop recording. I could be still on stream. I could still stream and play, and the worst thing happens, it gets too hot and switches off, then the stream goes off, and I haven't lost anything, because I can just let you guys know through Twitter or Discord that, stream's off, the PC shut down, can't switch it back on, and whatnot. But why is it always me that has these PC problems? It's funny, because in 2015, the water pump broke. And then the computer broke again. That was me through the motherboard. That was a year or so back. And then something else happens. It's just me and PCs who just do not work. I mean, God. And there was even an internal capture card that ended up not being a bit faulty on me. So am I destined not to play PC games? God damn it! And it's like, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. Like I said, it doesn't matter that the consoles are all unplugged over there because. One, I wasn't playing with them anyway. I was too hooked to this thing. And two, there's barely any videos to do on console aside from FIFA. And there's no point me recording FIFA videos and then having to... Can you imagine it actually, the PC with that kind of worrying thing lasting through a render of a video? Probably not. I would probably get through a load of render and the PC would just get too hot. So I'm not editing and rendering videos with that there. I want to be assured that actually works. So there's no way I'm doing that. But with FIFA's case, I'm pretty much at the end of the season anyway. So we can just catch up when we eventually get back online and the consoles go back online. But like I said, I wasn't playing them anyway, so it was no big deal. The next console game we'll be getting will be Crash Team Racing in June. We're going to get the Xbox version of that. And hopefully we'll have all the consoles set up on both sides and everything. So, by the time that gets here, we'll run streams and everything. And we should have working computers and working consoles by that point. So yeah, it's just, god damn it, man. It all started last night when I checked the temperatures and the game was for 50%. I was reassured at first that 50% was okay, but that noise is just banging to my ears because I had it before, and at least we know what it is this time, because it's a similar problem. But damn it. So, yeah, back offline for videos again, but I didn't really have any urgent stuff to do anyway, because FIFA was kind of stopped because of the consoles anyway, and I hadn't had enough, all the matches recorded, so, I had nothing to record there, so it wasn't that bad. And I could stream with it, and worst case scenario, it switches off and I don't lose anything. So, stopping the videos isn't so bad because now I don't have to. Now that I had this problem, I can not do videos just in case it shuts down and not lose anything. But I'll try and stream, and if it does shut off, it shuts off. Big deal. I've got Twitter and Discord for that. So yeah, no videos for about 3 weeks. That sucks. It sucks that. Because I was just really enjoying it. I was on a roll. I was loving the PC, and then god damn it, it's just so deflating when you do. Like I said, they did such a great job, and it turns out that there's a faulty water pump in the fucking computer, and it just annoys me. So yeah. As far as YouTube is concerned, everything is put on hold again, but it's a good place to do it because Jurassic Park Telltale and Mortal Kombat Story Mode finished, and I wasn't midway through a set of online or midway through Batman Telltale Season 1. So, it's not like that's that kind of disaster averted. And now I know that I have this problem. It's even more like, oh no, okay, don't record because you could lose your files at any moment. If you stream and it switches off, no big deal. But you know you don't want to be halfway through a game and then it shuts off and you can't use it. You know, and I can't even upload it, so that'd be even more of an issue because it will be all on PC. So yeah, unfortunately, it's bad news. Kind of. But you know, my YouTube channel isn't big, my stream channel isn't big, so it's not like I have an obligation to keep streaming despite problems or anything. This is nice being a low key YouTuber and a low key streamer because you don't have to stick to anything. And if something breaks, you can just say, "Yep, I'm broke," and you know that's cool. You know, it's no no people like, "Oh, where's he gone? He's not been live for 3 weeks. What's going on?" I have no PC to do it. But you know what I mean. It's nice being like low key because you know you don't really want to upset the thousands of people who watch you. And imagine if I was someone was sub to me on Twitch and I couldn't stream for 3 weeks. You know they've just wasted £5 on a Twitch sub when I couldn't stream for almost a month. Can you imagine that? That would be like really annoying. So that's the benefits of being a more low key streamer and a low key recorder. You know, no one's wasting money because they're sub to me and I can't record or stream for 3 weeks. So there's that as well. So, yeah, sorry about this. Bad news, as you probably heard. The setup looks great. It looks fantastic. I'm loving it. But unfortunately, I have a PC that's could probably not work at any moment, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I will continue to try and play some stuff. And I will keep an eye. Basically, that means like the cooler means it's going to heat up the computer like a lot more frequent than it should, and maybe I could do it, but I don't want to risk breaking the other part. So I'm not really sure what to do. The uncle says it's fine to use until he gets there, so I may do it if I get like thoroughly bored and want to do something, but I won't ultimately risk it because I don't want to break the graphics card and I don't want to break the RAM and all sorts of things like that. So I don't want this one problem to turn to 4 other problems and then the whole PC's kaput and I can't make anything to work. So streams will be very infrequent. I will try to stream, but I think at the end of the day I'm probably going to be cautiously not doing anything just to make sure this kind of lasts until the uncle gets here with the new stuff and then none of the old previous stuff is broken. You know, he doesn't want to get here in 3 weeks and all of a sudden turns out that my graphics card isn't working and you need to replace that as well. If that makes any sense. Very, very convoluted and very complicated video. I'm sorry, guys. When I'm miserable, I really fluff shit. You know what I mean? I'm more miserable for him, really, because he did such a great job. And it's had to happen to me. But more me than the Tom lady, you know? I don't want any stuff to happen to Tom lady, so it's better having to me than her, to be honest. But it's just unfortunate that all this hard work has, resulted in great because he finished everything. You know, it's all done, but then his computer skills have gone to waste because there's a faulty water pump in the goddamn thing. It's just unfortunate. It's just what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna go because this video is going way too long and I'm repeating myself about 4 times. But yeah, so everything on YouTube is put on hold again. Streams might be infrequent depending on what I decide to do and whether I even want to risk it or not. But like I said, maybe I could do it, and the worst case scenario is just everything switches off and everything's fine. But I don't want it to switch off and then everything's broke. You know what I mean? So I'll keep talking to my uncle. I'll keep seeing what I can do. But unfortunately for now, this is not the video we were expecting, which is unfortunate. But I was probably going to hold off on that video anyway, because like I said, as you saw from behind me, the consoles weren't set up yet. So once they're done, then we can actually get the proper video out. So that's no big deal either. But I was hoping not to do this video at all. So, yeah, that's the bad news. Anyway, I will go now and, yeah, thanks for sticking around while I don't do anything. Very much appreciated, as always, guys, for the subs, the follows on YouTube and everything, and all the support. It really means a lot. I streamed last night. A couple of guys were in it, and they were like, you know what, don't worry about it, man. Talk about it, see if you can get it sorted. We'll be here when you get back. So I appreciate that, guys. I think it was Jackson and Halo that came into the stream chat and said, look, it's okay to go off. Don't be sorry. Just get it sorted, and we'll be here when you get back. I really appreciate that, guys. Very much appreciate to everyone who follows and subs and everything. I know I'm a small YouTuber and a small studio, but to know that I had that kind of support is very, very heartwarming. I appreciate it. Even though I have all these problems, you guys stick by us. So I appreciate that a lot. So it's all good. I probably don't have to say this, with a guy on 192 YouTube subscribers and less than 100 Twitch followers, but I do appreciate you guys saying that. So good on you guys. Appreciate that. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'll be back soon. Hopefully with better news and better update for you guys. Until then, you guys take care. If you need to reach me anywhere, try Discord and Twitter and Instagram, and all the social medias down in the description of this video. Take care, guys. I appreciate you all for sticking around as always. Stay awesome, and I'll see you soon. Simon Chaos signing off.